Hello friends, welcome to my channel TeacherSneha, and in today's class we are going to learn about how to construct a pie chart. Construction of pie chart is divided into two parts. In first part we have to calculate the angle which will represent each sector on the pie chart, and then in the second part we have to plot those values to make our pie chart. So let's begin. To learn how to construct a pie chart, I have selected one question here as an example question. So we are going to solve this question here. So the question says, a survey was conducted with few people to collect the data about their favorite color. The results obtained are as follows. Red color is liked by 20 people, blue color is liked by 15 people, yellow color is liked by 8 people, pink color is liked by 12 people, green color is liked by 5 people. So the first and the most important step over here after you find the table is you have to find the total of the given data. So when I will find the total number of people here after adding 20 plus 15 plus 8 plus 12 plus 5, I get the number 60. That means over here the data was collected with 60 people. Now what we are going to do is we are going to find the angle that will represent each sector on the pie chart. That is, red color will be represented by how many degrees angle on the pie chart. Blue color will be represented by how many degrees angle on the pie chart. So that is what we are going to find out now. Red color is a favorite color of 20 people out of the total 60 people. Now this will be represented as a sector on the pie chart. But we need to know what will be the angle of that sector. So to find that, first of all we know that a circle altogether is of 360 degrees. So if 20 out of 60, that represents how much of the angle in a circle will be calculated by 20 upon 60 multiplied with 360, because it's a part of that 360. So when I will simplify this, it is 60 times 1 and 60 times 6 will be 360. 20 multiplied by 6, it will be 120 degrees. The next is blue color, which is liked by 15 people out of the total 60 people, multiplied by 360. Again the same simplification, 60 times 1, 60 times 6, which is equal to 90 degree. 15 times 6 will be 90 degree. Then the next is for yellow color, which is 8 upon 60 multiplied by 360. So 60 times 1, 60 times 6, and 8 times 6 is 48 degrees. Next is pink color, which is liked by 12 people out of total 60 people, multiplied by 360. 60 times 1, 60 times 6, 12 times 6 is 72 degrees. And then the last one is green, which is liked by 5 people out of total 60 people, multiplied by 360, which on further simplification we will get it as 30 degrees. Again children, one more time. Why are we multiplying our fraction with 360 over here? Because a circle represents complete 360 degrees, and these are the part of the fraction of 360 degrees. That is why we have to multiply here with 360, each fraction. Now we have obtained all our angles here. What we'll do now next is we will plot all these values to construct our pie chart. So let's see now how to do that. In first part of this video, we learned how to find the angle that will represent each sector on the pie chart. We had collected the data about favorite color of the people, and the angles that we found for red, we found angle as 120 degree, green we found the angle as 30 degree, pink 72 degrees, yellow 48 degrees, and blue 90 degrees. Now these angles we have to plot it here on the pie chart. So for the construction of the pie chart, what are the geometrical equipments that we will need? We will need a ruler, we will need a compass, we will need this protractor, to measure the angles, and we will need a pencil. So the first step involved here is we have to draw a circle with any suitable desirable radius. So I'm going to take a radius of 5 centimeter here. This is the 5 centimeter distance that I have taken in the compass, and with these 5 centimeter radius I will draw a circle. You have to hold the compass very firmly, and in one go you have to complete your circle. Make sure while you are making your circle you do not overlap any of the arcs, so that it's a fine circle. After we have found out the circle, we have to just highlight this center point a little bit of the circle, and then draw any line as a radius of the circle. This radius line we are going to take as the base of construction of our pie chart. So let's begin with first angle. For color red, we have to make an angle of 120 degree, which is an obtuse angle. So how we will construct this angle? The process will be, if you will look carefully at your protractor, you will find this point over here in the center. Now this point we have to keep it exactly in the alignment with the center of the circle that I have drawn. And then this line, which is indicating towards the 0 degrees over here, this particular line has to be in alignment with the line that I have drawn here as a radius of the circle. So if you will look at this now carefully, I have placed my protractor in such a way that this central point of the protractor is in alignment with the center of the circle, and the baseline of the protractor is in alignment with the radius. Now I'm going to measure angle of 120 degrees to represent the sector for color red. If you will look at the angles carefully given over here, you will find 120 degrees on your left hand side, as well as you will find some 120 degrees over here also on your right hand side. You have to think carefully and select the angle which is of appropriate measurement. 120 degrees is an obtuse angle. If I will select this 120 degrees, I'm going to probably construct an acute angle, which is not correct. So I have to select this 120 degrees so that the angle that I make is an obtuse angle. After marking the point for 120 degree, this center point of the circle, I will join, and this is my angle 120 degrees, which is going to represent the color red. This much sector represents how many people like red color on the pie chart. Similarly, my next step will be to construct an angle of 30 degrees to represent the green color sector of the pie chart. So for that, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shift my paper a little bit, and I'm going to make this line as the baseline to construct a 30 degrees angle. So this line will be the baseline. Protractor have to be kept in alignment with the baseline and the center of the circle as shown previously. If you will observe this carefully, now both these angles are in alignment, and after that I will measure this 30 degrees over here. Again, I'll be very mindful. I will not select 30 on the other side because that's going to make my angle an obtuse angle, and 30 degrees has to be an acute angle. After I mark these 30 degrees, I have to join again this center line and the 30 degrees angle mark, and wherever these two lines meet over here, the angle of 30 degrees is made. and this represent the sector for the people who like green as their favorite color. My next angle on the list which I have to construct is for pink 72 degrees. For that, now this line of the angle which I made for green becomes the baseline. I have to keep the protractor in alignment with the baseline and then measure angle 72 degrees. So this is 70 and these small lines after 70 will represent 1 degree each. So I have to go 2 small lines ahead of 70 which will represent the angle of 72 degrees. After marking that, I will again carefully draw the line from the center of the circle to make this angle of 72 degrees, which is representing the sector for the people who like pink color. Then the next angle I have to mark is a 48 degree angle, which is representing the color yellow. Again, the same part, protractor has to be in alignment with the newly formed line. And carefully measure angle of 48 degree. So that will be 8 small lines over 40. So now I have carefully marked this angle for yellow color sector, which is 48 degrees, and this is the sector which is for color yellow. And after that, the remaining angle which is left, it's obviously of 90 degrees, which is for people who have favorite color as blue, which is represented by 90 degrees as an angle. If you want, you can measure this using a protractor also, whether this angle is perfectly 90 degrees or not. You have to keep the center of the protractor in alignment with the center, and you can see this, that it is an angle of 90 degrees over here, which represents blue color sector. So this is how my pie chart is completed, which is having these angles represented over here on the pie chart. After complete drawing of the pie chart, what you can do is, if you want to make your pie chart a little bit more attractive, if you have time, you can color this also. So I have already done one colored pie chart over here, which will somewhat look like this after I have completed the pie chart. And another tip which I want to give you to construct your pie chart, whenever you are making lines or whenever you are making circle, whenever you are making angles, make sure that you just make one single fine line which will be constructed over here as your geometrical figure. Children have the tendency that they scribble and draw, overwriting they do. So just avoid all these things to make your geometrical construction look very neat. So this is how you construct your pie chart. I hope you find this video very useful to learn how to construct the pie chart.